Come forward. Great touch. You're good. Go play. Go play. Go play. One more each. One more each. Quality. Love it. Good touch. To the right. Good hit. Great strike. Just go through my regular routine. All of it? All right. All right. Y'all good? I'm Brady. I'm from Dallas, Texas, and I'm living here in Dunedin, New Zealand at the moment.
Last time we talked, you told us how you moved from Dallas to Dunedin, chasing your dream. When you look back on your leap, how has it changed your life?
It's changed my life a whole lot. I mean, I felt like I was, walking through a door that God opened for me when I was coming here. And initially, I thought it only had to do with playing, and that has always been my dream. And that part has been great. I've achieved some goals I wanted to, but I've really noticed in my time here that it's been more than that, and it's been on the coaching side of things too. And I've been able to impact a lot of lives, I feel, and it's just inspired me to take another step and come into this full time and create something of my own. Yeah, I think there's been quite a few moments in my life that made me realize this is more than just a hobby. I obviously realized pretty early on that playing football was more than just a hobby for me. It became a huge integral part of my life from a young age, and it's something that I've really built my life around through college and even post-college. I've picked the cities I would live in, the countries I would live in, even at this point, based on playing it. But I would say that, coaching has really become more than just a hobby very recently. I've been coaching for 7 or 8 years, but it's always been something either I've enjoyed or I wanted to make some money off of. But again, I really think that in the past couple months being here, it's changed into something that I feel like is a huge purpose in my life. Since we last spoke, my training has definitely changed. I mean, I have different goals, different aspirations than last time we spoke. Again, I've achieved quite a few of the things that I wanted to, and so now it's looking again to the future. And so now it's looking to how can I rebuild what I did to start this season off and progress even on that for preparing for next year. The inspiration for me to begin private coaching like this is I've been doing this for a few years, but I've mainly been working for companies, for other people, and I've been under their rules, under their pay structure, under their schedules, and I just really wanted to incorporate my faith mainly. I wanted to be able to impact people with what I believe in and the reason that I feel I play this sport and that anyone should, and that is, to do it for God and not for others. And, I'm just looking for driven athletes. I mean, I'm not specific about the level someone's at or anything like that. I just, I really like training players who want to make the most of themselves, who want to achieve a goal, to achieve a dream, and who want to, get to the next level in their sport. Yeah, it's been very humbling to coach younger athletes, and especially ones that I know see me as a role model. It's a really awesome experience seeing that, people are willing to take your advice on something, and people are willing to respect you enough and your ability at something to learn from you. And honestly, I take it as a huge weight as well, like a huge pressure of I need to be a good person in front of these kids, and I need to be someone who can be a good influence for them beyond just the coaching. And they see my personality, my characteristics. I want to show them all of what's incorporated in being an athlete at the top levels. I definitely feel that football is the vessel that I spread my faith with, and I feel that that is what God has not only put me on this earth for, but put me in the specific city for, and what I'm going to be back in Dallas for very soon. And a big part of spreading my faith through this is through my social media. I've got an Instagram up and running for it, and it's very heavily leaned towards, again, what I believe in, why I play this sport, why I coach this sport. And in the day-to-day, it's just, looking to be the best person I can be, looking to, show the characteristics of my faith and of who I believe God calls me to be as a person, and hopefully influence these people and these younger athletes to want to do the same. The goal for this session particularly is just getting as many game realistic touches as possible. And you know, we start with a progression generally of something small, something short, something to get the legs going. I always want a lot of touches. I want things where you're turning out, you're on a half turn, you're facing the player, you're facing someone else, you have to scan. And then we build on that, and we go into, you know, more length, where now you're hitting the ball 10, 20 yards, you're receiving it while it's coming in at you quickly, and then we always finish on some shooting. And again, when it comes to the shooting, I want to be in situations where you'd find yourself in a game, in and around the box on every edge of it. And so the aim for these sessions, it's never necessarily to directly translate to what you know you're going to do in a game, because a game is never consistent, but it is meant to directly translate to situations you may find yourself in, and to get as many touches as possible to be comfortable with it. This season, I have had quite a few standout moments. You know, at the moment, I am the top goal scorer for my club. Playing here in the National League in New Zealand has been an awesome experience. I've been nominated for Goal of the Week 4 times now, and you know, it's again been an awesome door that God opened for me. And these were things that I wanted to achieve. I wanted exposure. I wanted to be the top goal scorer for my club. I wanted to do really great things here. And you know, looking back on it with less than a month left in the season, I really feel that I'm on track to do a lot of the things that I set my mind to. At the beginning of the season, when I first came here back in January, I anticipated and really hoped I'd be here through December to play in the playoffs, go to the National League, again, get the exposure that comes with that. Results haven't quite gone our way. So again, like I said, the season will be ending in about a month. And so for me, it does change the goals of it a little bit, to where, like I said before, I've adapted what I'm doing training-wise to focus a bit on the future. You know, I know that I've only got a month left of what I'm currently doing, and so I want to be prepared for 4, 5, 6 months down the line and be really ready for the next opportunity once this one ends. My personal goals for the next 6 months are huge, honestly. As an athlete, I want to get myself that contract. I want to get back. I want to, you know, sign that paper and know that I've got next year set up. And as a coach, I just want to build on this. You know, I want to get back. I want to get a couple coaches on board. I want to get something really going business-wise, and I want to start impacting people and get as many people on board as I can with my message. When people think of me after this season, especially here, I just hope, again, always that my faith comes to their mind first. I hope that regardless of how things have gone here, positive, negative, any way the season has gone up and down, any way coaching has gone up and down, I hope that people see me as someone who always had the light of God shining through me, and someone who always knew that I've got a new opportunity coming regardless of how things look at the moment. Next on the calendar for me is going back home. Again, it's coming up pretty soon, and I've already got plans for when I get back to Dallas. I've got a job as a high school coach in Dallas for the next few months, and with that, I'm going to be looking to take on clients, build this business, and really get it going fully by the new year so that I can branch out again and look to play professionally. If someone's watching this and wants to work with me as a coach, I would just want them to know that, you know, I bring a lot of experience, I bring a lot of knowledge. I'm licensed as a coach, and I've got years of experience. I played 6 years of college, I've played 2 years of USL2, and I believe that I know what it takes to play at high levels. I currently play at the top level in New Zealand, and you know, I'm not here to benefit myself, I'm here to benefit the people who come to me and want to get better.
Yo, boys, make sure to like and subscribe to Compound Gym YouTube. It's me, follow for more.